What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order.
From Ohio, the only way they can pass this bill is by creating and sustaining a panic atmosphere. That atmosphere is not justified. Many of us were told in private conversations that if we voted against this bill on Monday, that the sky would fall, the market would drop 2,000 or 3,000 points the first day, another couple thousand the second day, and a few members were even told that there would be martial law in America if we voted no.
It'll take time to restore chaos and order, order out of chaos, but we will.
Mr. Speaker, I understand we're under martial law as declared by the Speaker last night.
We have martial law, what that means, and my colleagues know what it means.
This last week, the U.S. Congress passed a bill which repeals Classic Publicatus, which means that we have now institutionalized and codified martial law. Right now, the battle against terrorism involves all of us.
Well, could this happen here on November 1st? The Department of Homeland Security says, yes, it can. It's spending $80 million to batten cities down. You won't believe why, though. Like Greece. November 1st could be a very, very, well, iffy kind of a day. And I'm not just talking about what many in the Catholic Church view as All Saints Day. This could be all hell breaks loose day. The Department of Homeland Security spending $80 million on a raft of armed guards to protect the IRS and other government buildings in New York. Not from terrorist threats, mind you, but from American citizens, because on November 1st, the food stamp program is set to start decreasing the amount that is allocated to food stamp recipients. Not all, but a good many, and they're worried that violence will ensue.
What is happening is we're seeing the militarization of the police, and we're seeing the military used as police. That's a very frightening perspective. We've seen that before in our country's history. We've seen it in other countries. And in spite of what the people in St. Louis said that they put on the media, that is not something that reduces crime. What it does is it makes criminals out of both the military and the police. So we hope that there'll be more people like that San Antonio police chief who has the integrity and the wisdom to stand against this.
You guys have cameras. You can see I was doing nothing but shipping packages.
They didn't read me my rights. They didn't ask any questions. There was no investigation.
About 15 minutes into the video, Officer Pierce puts on gloves for another search.
I'd already looked through my purse, my vehicle, now a cavity search. I mean, I felt completely degraded.
Are you going to stick your hand on my pants or something? Yep.
I don't want this to happen to somebody else.
Kim Cope was on her lunch break Friday driving north on Beach when she came across two police cars with lights flashing.
Yeah, they were about right in here.
She says the uniformed officers directed her into this parking lot.
I gestured to the guy in front that I just wanted to go straight, but he wouldn't let me and forced me into a parking spot.
Once parked, she says she couldn't believe what she was asked next.
They were asking for cheek swabs. They would pay you $10 cash for that. They would also, if you let them take your blood, they would pay you $50 for that.
Or at the very least, she says, they wanted to test her breath for alcohol for free.
It just doesn't seem right that you would be forced off of the road when you're not doing anything wrong.
She says she felt trapped.
I finally did the breathalyzer test just because I thought that would be the easiest way to leave.
We asked Fort Worth and Haltom City Police about this. The parking lot is on the border of both cities, and each department told us they didn't know what we were talking about. So who was doing such a survey and why? We tracked it down to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. The federal agency confirms they're doing this in 30 cities across the country, part of an $8 million survey over 3 years to find out exactly how many drivers are drunk or on drugs.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.